Hi, everybody, and welcome into Whitten Field as we get ready for college softball here in the 3C2A. A pretty good matchup we have scheduled for you today as the Mount San Antonio College Mounties in town to take on the College of the Canyons Cougars. I'm Matt Robinson, glad to have you along with us as always here on the Cougar Sports Network for what we, like we said, expect to be a pretty good one today between these two squads. Mount San Antonio coming into the game today has been off to a pretty good start, 5 wins in their first 7 games, but they are on a 2-game losing streak, have struggled over their last 2, trying to turn that back around against a COC team that's 2-2 on the year, have won their last 2 times out, trying to make it 3 in a row here at Whitten Field today against the Mounties. As we'll get you the starting lineups in just a moment. We were doing double duty today on our end, so just got done doing the PA, now spinning back around here to the play-by-play, as we'll have the lineups for you in just a moment. For COC today, starting in the circle, it'll be Lexi Angulo, as she will get the start in the pitching circle today for College of the Canyons. Angulo has been good since coming in and kind of taking over that top pitching spot for COC. She's looked well in her last 2 outings, has gone 5+ innings in both, and has done a nice job, has not given up a run yet this season, at least an earned run, has only given up a handful of hits. Get the numbers for you here in just a moment as we are just about ready to get underway. COC and Mount San Antonio College here on a lovely Thursday afternoon in Santa Clarita. No wind to speak of today. It's been pretty nice out so far, as we'll have it for you here on the Cougar Sports Network. As we are underway, first pitch misses away as Mia Martin, the leadoff hitter for Mount San Antonio, steps in. For Mia Martin this year, no hits so far this season in just 5 games. She's got just 1 at bat, so just her 2nd game of the season, her first start of the season for the Mounties. As we're talking about Lexi Angulo, 2-0 in 3 games, 2 starts, has gone a complete game 1 times, 12 innings pitched, 5 hits, 0 runs, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts so far on the year. As that pitch to Martin misses just away, make it 2 balls and 1 strike the count here to the leadoff hitter, Mia Martin. That one offered at, makes it 2 balls and 2 strikes, and a good pinch that time for Angulo. Angulo's been good at not walking opposition teams so far this season. As we said, just 3 walks in her 2 appearances so far this year. And that's really a key in softball. It's such a high strikeout rate in the sport that the more you can limit the opposition from being able to get clean opportunities on base off of walks, the better off you are as the game goes on. As we wait on a 3-2 pitch here to Martin, the opening batter of today's ball game. This one lined right at the second baseman, and making the play is Alexia Mejia for 1 out. So a good start for COC as Martin retired on a line out to second. It'll bring us Janice Espinoza. The lineup for Ruby Rojas, the head coach of Mount San Antonio today. Mia Martin leading things off. Janice Espinoza, the shortstop in the 2 spot. Then Alyssa Ruvalcaba, the DP. Morgan Knubuehler, the catcher, in the 4 spot. Gabrielle Flores in the 5 spot. Then Amanda Esquivel, the second baseman, batting 6th. Audrey White batting 7th. Emily Betchel batting 8th. And Katie Grego, batting 9th, the right fielder. That one over for a called strike, 0-2. So 2 pitch misses away as Angulo tries to change the angle a little bit on that one. Espinoza stands and waits. This one chopped up the middle, past a diving Mejia out to center field. So Espinoza has a base hit. One runner aboard here for Mount San Antonio College as the Mounties have something cooking for the three-hitter, Alyssa Ruvalcaba. Just the sixth hit of the season surrendered by Angulo. Espinoza, a .280 hitter on the year, her 8th hit of the season. And now Ruvalcaba comes in. .389 hitter on the season, 7 hits and 18 at-bats with 3 runs scored, 2 doubles, and 3 RBIs as she swings and fouls the first pitch off to the left. So Espinoza at first base, in motion, throw down to second base, not going to be in time. So a stolen base for Espinoza. Now San Antonio will put pressure on the defense. 12 stolen bases this year. They've been caught 5 times, though, which is rather high in terms of 3C2A numbers, but not afraid to run. Certainly, as we see there, now Ruvalcaba with a chance. She grounds this one sharply to second base. Throw to third, not going to be in time as the runner will advance, but Ruvalcaba out 4-3. 2 down. So here comes Newbuehler, .333 on the season for Newbuehler. 7 hits and 21 at-bats. She waits with the runner in scoring position at third and 2 away. First pitch from Angulo misses away. That one on the inside corner for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Newbuehler 4 doubles, 3 runs batted in, 2 walks and 2 strikeouts on the season. Zangulo's delivery waved on by Newbuehler. That's a good pitch from Lexi that time. Up in the zone, little bit of movement on it. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count here to the cleanup hitter in Newbuehler in the first inning. That one called strike 3. First strikeout of the day for Angulo. Newbuehler down looking. 1 runner on, left aboard after a 1-out single from Janice Espinoza. We go to the home half of the first inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on. No score Mount San Antonio College. The Canyons coming up. As we give you the COC starting lineup. For College of the Canyons today. A little bit different starting lineup than we saw last game out, but similar near the top. Kate Garcia will lead things off. Alexia Mejia will bat in the 2 spot. Then Brooke Petretti in the 3 spot. Followed by Gigi Garcia hitting cleanup and doing the catching today. Lily Bagot, the 3rd baseman, batting in the 5 spot. Lexi Angulo in the circle and batting 6th. Paige Pecor, the 1st baseman, batting 7th. Nyla Beba, the right fielder, in the 8th spot, followed by Nicole Murrow in the 9th spot. As they will face Alyssa Ruvalcaba getting the start today. Urbina is the pitcher of record to start the game, but Ruvalcaba in the DP spot will flex in. Ruvalcaba this year, 1-0 in 1 start, has pitched in 2 games, has gone 7 innings, given up 9 hits, 6 runs, 4 earned, 6 walks, 3 strikeouts. Opposing hitters hitting .818 against her. As she'll face Kate Garcia to start things off. Garcia off to a hot start this year. Didn't play in the first 2 games of the season, but since coming in, hitting .750, 6 for 8 so far on the year, as the first pitch from Ruvalcaba misses up and away. For Garcia, a double, a triple, a home run, a run batted in, a walk, and no strikeouts this year. Her home run was an inside the park home run on Thursday against San Diego City. So this one lifted in the air out into left field. Coming in to make the play is the left fielder for Mount San Antonio, Emily Betchel. One away. Stepping in now, Alexia Mejia. As John Wismath wanted to talk to his hitters here. Mejia this season, no hits in 7 at-bats. Did have an RBI against Folsom Lake. Takes that pitch. Ruvalcaba's delivery over for a strike. That one swung on and missed. So 1-2 count here to Mejia. This one lifted in foul ground, wide of first base. It'll get out of play. That one misses up. Count even at 2-2. For Ruvalcaba, she won her only start of the season. She had pitch in relief against Santiago Canyon, who's a top 25 team. It's been a heck of a schedule here early on for Mount San Antonio College as the count 3-2. You look, they cooled off after their impressive start. 5 of their first 5 games of the season, but dropped their last 2, including a loss to Orange Coast. Mounties, the #1 team in the state right now, as of the February 7th polls, despite that loss. Hancock, Santiago Canyon, Bakersfield, Fullerton, West Valley, all really top 30 teams in the state. Orange Coast as well, and you can argue College of the Canyon's right there with them. For the Mounties in their own division, Cerritos, Long Beach both ranked. Those 3 teams in the top 15 of the Massey ratings as well, which is a good indicator of who the top teams in the state are. So this one lifted towards center field, lazily for Martin, who will make the play 2 away. Defensively for Mount San Antonio, Betchel in left, Martin in center, Grigo in right. Flores at third, Espinoza at short, Esquivel at second, White at first, and Mueller behind the dish. Here's Brooke Petretti stepping in. Petretti off to a really good start as well. Takes that first pitch away. Petreni this season, 8 for 15, 533 with a double and 4 runs batted in. She's been solid out of the 3 spot as the shortstop this year for John Wismath's squad. Is that one over for a called strike? Count is even at 1-1. Petreni, one of a large group of freshmen this year for John Wismath that are getting a chance to really go out there and play. That one over for a strike makes it 1-2. You look, Garcia in her sophomore year. Didn't really play much last year, but getting a chance. Rambo, who we have not seen at all this year so far in her sophomore season. Then you got Gigi Garcia, Lexi Angulo, Lily Bagot, and Ryan Shepard. Of course, Shepard played soccer, didn't play softball last year. As Petreni lifts this one out in the air to center field. That'll get down for a base hit. A 2-out single for College of the Canyons as Petreni continues her hot start to the season. Her 9th hit of the year already. A 2-out single and Gigi Garcia coming to the plate. Garcia this season has picked it up over the last few games. 4 for 10 so far this year for Gigi, with a triple, 3 runs scored. Does have 6 RBIs out of that cleanup spot. That's really why she's in there. She can really drive the baseball, the softball, we should say. We saw it a lot last year with Gigi. Really came on and became a key cog in the lineup. She was 3 for 4 against Reedley with that triple and 2 RBIs. 4 for her last 7 over the last 2 games. She lines this one to center. That'll get down for a base hit. 2 2-out singles back-to-back for Canyons. 2 runners on here. And we go to the 5-hitter in Lily Bagot. So Garcia now 5 hits in her last 8 at-bats. Canyons trying to cook here with 2 down. There's a meeting in the circle for Mount San Antonio College. As Bagot heads to the plate, 6 for 12 on the year with a double and 4 runs batted in. Canyons has done a better job this year of limiting the strikeouts early on in the season. Still 18 of them, is 28th in the state in terms of fewest. So a lot better than what it was. They do run quite a bit, although we don't expect that with 2 on here with Petreni and Garcia, who actually both run very well. The Cougars 12 for 13 on the bases this season. But with Bagot up there, who's been hitting well and takes a called strike, I think they'll let her hit. See what they can do. This one fouled straight back into the catcher's glove, make it 0-2. When you look at the matchup between the 2 teams for this season, the Cougars a better record at the plate. 356 as a unit compared to 293 for Mount San Antonio. But the Mounties pitching has been excellent this year, a 1.22 ERA. They've played low-scoring, tight games this season. As Bagot down on strikes, first strikeout of the ballgame for Ruvalcaba. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left, the end of a full inning. No score, see you.
College of the Canyons is always ready when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougars athletics programs offer a great college experience. Take control of your athletic future at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
Color? You need me to do color or just be colorful? I don't recommend it. The FCC listening? YouTube, you can say whatever the heck you want. Yes, the Kelseys do.
Top half of the third, or second. Top half of the second, I feel like it's the third, but it's only the top half of the second. Neither team with a run in the first. Scheduled hitters are Gabriel Flores, Amanda Esquivel, and Audrey White here for Mount San Antonio. Defensively for College of the Canyons, since we have not given it to you yet today. Murrow in left, Garcia, that's Kate Garcia in center, Beba in right, Bagot at third, Petretti at short, Mejia at second, Picor at first, with Gigi Garcia behind the plate working along with Angulo as the battery today. Gabriel Flores standing in there. Mounties given some others opportunities to go here today. Flores, 227 hitter, 5 for 22. As this one hit in the air out into left field. Playable for the left fielder, Murrow, who makes the catch. One away. One down for Amanda Esquivel. Esquivel, 7 for 19, 368 on the season. With 3 doubles, 2 RBIs, 3 walks, and a strikeout on the year. That one over for a strike. 0-2 here to Esquivel. This one hit in the air down the line to left, twisting foul. So it'll bring Esquivel back to the plate, give it a ride, but couldn't keep it in play. She chops this one foul, just trying to stay alive. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 away here. Let's clear those runners off the scoreboard for you there. Angulo checks her wristband, delivers, and misses away. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here in the second. 2-2 misses away, and so Esquivel has worked it back to a full count. Three-two lined down the line and right, but foul, and we'll do it again. This one chopped towards short. Petretti will pick it up, fires over on 1 bounce, 2 away.
Fly ball, caught. How'd that go?
Other than we didn't get everything to the last minute. I know, but with me trying to split around. Huh? remember what field position people were in. It was a mess.
Here's Audrey White with 2 away, facing Angulo. Takes a called strike. It's 1-1. White this year, 267, 4 for 15 with a couple of runs scored, a couple of doubles, and an RBI. Was walked 5 times, struck out twice. This one hit in the air out towards left center field and deep. That one's going to get off the wall. Heading towards second base is White, and she's in with a stand-up double with 2 away here in the second inning for White. Her 3rd double of the season as she hit that one hard. A one-hopper off the wall out in left center field. So now Angulo has to work with some trouble on with 2 aways. Emily Betchel comes to the plate. Betchel 077, 1 for 13. After the 2-out double from White, Betchel hits this one softly towards short. Petretti will scoop, fires in one motion, and that'll end the inning. So for the 2nd inning in a row, San Antonio with a runner on, but leaves it aboard. 1.5 in the books, no score.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice your sub is the coolest thing you'll see. And the second coolest thing you'll see is this. Woo! Here we go. Twirl. Up, big, through. Hand down. One hand, up. No. Flip. I could eat. Sliced right in front of you. The Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Angulo, Picor, and Beba, scheduled hitters here for Canyons. Lexi getting just her 6th at-bat of the season here as we'll get ready for the 2nd inning, batting 1 for 5 so far in the year, a 200 hitter with an RBI and a strikeout. But Lexi really kind of, and it's really John Wismath kind of playing around with the lineup a little bit, trying to get things figured out here early on in the season, figure out where he wants everybody. We've been seeing straight 9s from Coach Wismath this year, which is a little different from what we're used to seeing, where maybe a DP comes in and does the pitching as they work through the flex. But he's just been going straight 9s this season. He does it here today as Angulo takes that pitch up and away as we're underway here in the home half of the 2nd inning. Third game of a 6-game homestand for College of the Canyons. Angulo lines this one on one hop past Flores as it kicked off of Flores' glove. The leadoff runner aboard as Angulo has a leadoff single. So the pitcher helping herself. 3rd hit of the ball game for Canyons. And the leadoff runner aboard here for Paige Picor. Canyons' 6-game homestand was actually supposed to be a 10-game homestand, but they had the games against Riverside postponed due to the rain. They moved the Cypress game out to Cypress instead of being here at College of the Canyons on the 8th, so it turns it into a 6-game homestand. So halfway through, they will pick that Cypress game back up on the 22nd, the one that was supposed to be at home, as it was supposed to be a home and away series this year once again with them. As Picor standing in, 273 on the year, 3 for 11 with a double and an RBI. Angulo away from first base. As the Cougars with the leadoff runner aboard for the first time here today. This one softly hit on the first base side. White able to make the play for the first down of the inning as Picor pops up foul. One away. So one down, Nyla Beba coming up. 2 for 7 on the year, hitting 286. Couple of RBIs, couple of strikeouts. Ruvalcaba delivers, misses up in the zone. That one misses up and away as well. Good pitch that time from Ruvalcaba to get herself back in the count here. 2-1. Don't think we'll see Angulo in motion here for John Wismath, but putting on signs nonetheless. Angulo will stay put. Actually, she'll go late on a delayed steal. And she is out at second base. So little run and hit on a delayed steal. Beba swung and missed. Angulo caught stealing. Just the second time this year the Cougars have been caught stealing. So 2 down, and Beba will step back in with 2 strikes. And Beba down on strikes. So Canyons gets a hit, but that hit goes away off the caught stealing. Second strikeout of the ball game for Ruvalcaba. We head to the third, still no score. Here from Whitten Field.
Meet Nigel Terry. In 2018, UCLA Health made him Laker for a day. Not because he beat cancer once, he beat cancer twice. He inspired us to push, to make the impossible possible. Because that's what Nigels do. And the world needs more Nigels. UCLA Health.
That's the net Dowdy's here, and he's going to make a long pass to Kempe on the boards. And off the wrong foot, the guy just steps right in front.
And that's part of the problem is instead of making the simple plays, they're trying to make home run plays.
I hated watching them try to get the puck out of their own zone because everything would be around the boards. And, of course, the other team's got a guy on each board. Oh, fuck.
So I saw one, and I was thinking, I saw this. This is actually, I don't think this good. So, one, they like to have somebody look because she thinks it, which is going to always be you. And I'm like thinking to myself, I wonder if they pick DLB. I don't think they would either, but Strickland's contract's not great either. You know what I mean? Like, I get it, he's looking for his game, but... There you go.
Grego out on a fly ball as we start here in the third inning. She flies out to right field as Beba makes the play. One down, and Mia Martin coming to the plate. Lined out to the second baseman, Mejia, in her first at bat. Shows bunt, takes a strike. 0-1. For Martin, as we said, her only at bat of the season coming into today was against Santiago Canyon. That was a strikeout, so she's 0 for 2 so far in the year. Takes another pinch, this one up in the zone, though, makes it 1-1. Getting a chance to play today for Mount San Antonio. Martin, a freshman out of Downey High School. Takes a called strike, and it's 1-2. For the Mounties, they play today. Then they play Saturday in a doubleheader against Cypress. Then they play again on Monday at home against Antelope Valley. Lots of games coming up, playing just about every other day for the Mounties. As this one chopped back to Angulo, and unfortunately our replay camera came up, but Angulo able to make the play, throw out to first, and Martin's retired, 2 down. I am unfortunately a one-man show. Those things happen sometimes. Here's Espinoza, has one of the 2 hits for Mount San Antonio. Way ahead here, 2 balls and no strikes. Angulo just 1 strikeout on the ball game. That was Newbuehler to end the first. He's retired the first 2 batters here for the second straight inning. Behind 2-0, make it 2-1 as she gets the call in the inner half against Espinoza. Espinoza on a 5-game hitting streak now. 6 hits in her last 7 games, or hits in 6 of her last 8 games, excuse me, but she doesn't have any RBIs in the last 3. Still on a pretty good streak right here, hitting in 5 safely. Takes a called strike, the count full here with 2 away. Espinoza keeping that streak running today. Waits on the 3-2 from Angulo. Inside corner, called strike 3. Second strike out of the ball game for Angulo. Second time she set down a Mountie looking. We head to the home half of the third. Still no score here from Whitten Field.
At College of the Canyons, we're always here to help make your future remarkable. Choosing classes is always flexible, so you can study your way. Learn at one of our 2 state-of-the-art campuses, or from home with our online options. Tuition is always affordable, with classes starting at just $46 per unit. We offer financial aid and 0 textbook cost classes to help you save. Always flexible, affordable, remarkable. Always College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule now.
Home half of the third we go. Canyons will send Murrow, followed by the top of the order here to face Ruvalcaba. It's Murrow batting 143 this year, 1 for 7. Tight, low-scoring game has been the style of the Mounties this year. Is a dazzling play that time by the shortstop Espinoza to get up and take away a base hit from Murrow. One away here in the third inning. So here comes Kate Garcia. Garcia on a 3-game hitting streak standing in. Flew out to left field in her first at bat. Trying to keep her little hitting streak going. Petretti actually extended hers in her last at bat. Petretti now on a 5-game hitting streak as well. Garcia takes that pitch for a call and strike, 1-1. For Kate in her first game of the, I think her second game of the year, went 3 for 3 against Cypress. Actually, that was her first game of the year, excuse me, with a double and a triple. She got 3 extra base hits this season. So you said that home run against San Diego City, an inside the park version. She got a ball past a diving right fielder and then came around to score. She lines this one out to left, but it's going to get out. Play foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Six for 9 this year, so the average dropped just a little bit after that last one. But when you're 6 for 9, still pretty solid start to the year. She waits on the 1-2, takes that pitch up, makes it 2-2. Kate went to Kennedy High School. As we said, we didn't see her last year, but has done a great job so far this year in her couple of games. Waits on the Ruvalcaba 2-2 delivery. Fouls it straight back over our head. We'll do it again at 2-2. This one hit on the ground towards second base. Scooped up by Esquivel. Fires it to first. 2 down. 2 up, 2 down. Alexia Mejia coming in. Flew out to center field in her first at bat. Trying to get something going with 2 away here for College of the Canyons. So neither team has found the scoreboard so far. Both pitchers have scattered few hits here and there. Canyons 3 hits in the ball game. Mount San Antonio just 2. Mejia in on the right side, waits, and pitch misses up. So she's way ahead here. 2 balls and no strikes. Waves at that one. Good high fastball that time from Ruvalcaba. Got Mejia to chase out of the zone. That time doesn't get her to chase, though. Canyon's trying to get a 2-out base runner here. Ruvalcaba able to, Mejia able to work a 2-out walk. So a runner aboard for Canyons here in the third. And the heart of the order coming up right where you want COC right now. Here's Petretti, has extended her hitting streak with that single back in the first inning. Petretti on a 4-game hit streak, was 3 for 5 against Folsom Lake, 2 for 4 against Reedley. Her only extra base hit this season has come against Folsom Lake, but she has been very solid at the dish. 9 for 16 now on the year. Chance to try and get something going here for Canyons with 2 outs and a runner aboard. This one hit right back up the box. It gets past Espinoza out into center field. Petretti with another hit. Canyons with 2 on. And Gigi Garcia, who had a single in her last at bat, comes to the plate. Garcia had her best output of the season against Reedley, was 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a triple. Trying to keep that streak going here. 4 for her last 5 now. She takes that pitch away. Ruvalcaba in a little bit of trouble here, and that's going to bring a pitcher out to the rubber in the bullpen for Mount San Antonio College, trying to get somebody loose here. Pitch misses well away as Ruvalcaba now struggling a little bit here with 2 away. She's fallen behind Mejia and Petretti. It's going to actually get Nubular out to talk to her here, try and settle her down for a second. So wait on the 2-0 here to Garcia. This one lifted in the air, and that'll get out of play. So better pitch by Ruvalcaba that time. This one fouled away again. So now we go to 2-2 here with 2 outs. Runners will get a head start on a swing. One misses inside. So now the runners will get a head start here on a 3-2 count. So good chance for Canyons to try and break the 0-0 tie. Mejia at second, Petretti at first. Garcia at the plate. The 3-2 lifted foul out of play, and we'll do it again. Ruvalcaba trying to work out of a 2-out jam. 3-2, Garcia fouls it away again. Give Coach Wiz a hard time, kicked that one, trying to pick it up. Say the coach needs to make that play, but he'll have a nice laugh over that later as we go back to a 3-2 pitch here to Garcia. Runners in motion again on the pitch. There's 2 down here in the 3rd inning. No score. Garcia waits. Takes a walk. So now the base is loaded full of Cougars here with 2 away in this 3rd inning. Second walk of the inning issued by Ruvalcaba here with 2 away. Now Lily Bagot, who struck out her last time up, comes in with the bases loaded. Chance to try and, again for Canyons, break a 0-0 tie, and that's going to bring Ruby Rojas out, actually. Pops her head out of the dugout. She wants to discuss things with her pitcher here. Pinch to Bagot, misses up. So the first pitch out, and again, Ruvalcaba falls behind. 4 hitters in a row, she's fallen behind 2 here. As Mejia reached on a walk, Petretti on a single, Garcia walked. Now Lily Bagot here with the bases loaded and 2 away. Good pitch, better pitch that time from Ruvalcaba. A little spinning off-speed pitch down the inside corner of the plate. That one misses down and in. So again, Ruvalcaba finding herself behind here to a hitter. She got Murrow on a line drive to short. Garcia on a ground ball to second base, then walked Alexia Mejia. Gave up a single to Brooke Petretti. Walked Gigi Garcia. Is behind in the count, 2-1 here to Lily Bagot. Delivers this one lifted foul, so a 2-2 count. Again, Cougar runners will get an opportunity here to get a head start. This one hit out in the air to right field. Going back and able to make the catch. Going back over her left is Grego. And that'll end the inning. So the Cougars leave the bases loaded here in the 3rd. As Bagot hit one hard, just couldn't get it over the head of the right fielder. We go to the 4th inning. Still no score here from Whitten Field. So Ruvalcaba, Knubuehler, and Flores, the scheduled hitters, to face Angulo here in the fourth in a scoreless game. Canyons with the best opportunity for either side, really last inning with the bases loaded and 2 away. Angulo's scattered a pair of hits so far. Ruvalcaba grounded to second her last time up, takes a called strike, and it's 1-1. Angulo's won her both her starts of the year. It's her 3rd start of the season. As Ruvalcaba lifts this one in the air towards deep center field, bangs off the top of the wall. Garcia can't pick it up. Ruvalcaba into second base. And a leadoff double here for Mount San Antonio. And the best start of an inning so far for either side is the leadoff runner aboard in scoring position, as Ruvalcaba is inches away from a home run, doubles off the top of the center field wall, and it brings in Morgan Knubuehler, who struck out looking to end the first. So second hard hit ball against Angulo here today. This one lifted in the air towards left center field. Murrow has a play on it, makes the catch. Ruvalcaba heading for third, will get there easily. So Knubuehler, a sacrifice fly ball, advances a runner 60 feet. And now Gabby Flores comes to the plate. Mount San Antonio with 2 bites at the apple here with a runner at third base and less than 2 outs. Flores flew out to left field her first time up. Important at bat here for Angulo. Infield playing shallow, trying to hold that runner at third. This one lifted in the air out to deep left field, twisting foul. So again, we talk about this being a very important bat right now in this ball game with less than 2 outs and a runner at third base. Angulo needs to get a ground ball or a strikeout here, something that stays on the infield. Try and hold Ruvalcaba at third base. Take her chances with Escovel. 1-1 hit on the ground. Diving play Mejia, but that will bring the run home. Mejia gets the second out of the inning on a nice diving play, but an RBI ground ball for Gabby Flores. And Mount San Antonio with a 1-0 lead here in the 4th inning. So Flores does her job. You needed a ball hit right at somebody. And that time it just did not work out, despite a really nice play from Mejia, diving back to her right. So 2 down for Amanda Escovel, who grounded to shorten her first at bat. So it makes that last inning from Canyons with the bases loaded and nobody out, not cashing anything in. Hurt a little bit more is right in the next inning. Mount San Antonio comes out and pops one up on the board. After a leadoff double from Ruvalcaba, a fly ball to the left that advanced the runner, and a ground ball to second that scored. So this one hit right at Mejia, who scoops it on one hop, tosses it to first softly, and that'll end the inning. But Mount San Antonio gets a run. On an RBI ground out from Gabrielle Flores, we go to the home half of the 4th inning, 1-0, Mount Sac. Angulo, Picor, and Beba, the scheduled hitters for College of the Canyons. So this one hit in the air foul off to the right. We'll make it nothing, or 1-1 actually here to Angulo, who singled in her only at bat of the ball game. This is one hit on the ground towards short. Espinoza will pick it up and fire it over to first base. Angulo retired, one away here in the 4th inning. One down for Picor, who grounded to or popped up foul to first base in her last at bat. Some lifted in the air. Right to Flores, the third baseman. So 2 up, 2 down. Nyla Beba coming up, who struck out to end the 2nd inning. One of just 2 strikeouts today for Ruvalcaba. Ruvalcaba has scattered 5 hits. Most trouble she was in was last inning. 2 outs with the bases loaded as she walked 2. The Canyons couldn't cash in. It's Beba to swing and miss on that one. That one nearly hits Beba. Misses inside. So we wait now on a 2-2. This one hit out foul, and we'll get off the screen out of play. Beba down on strikes. That'll end the 4th. Best inning of the game for Ruvalcaba as she retires the side in order. We go to the 5th. Still 1-0 Mount San Antonio. White, Betchel, and Grego, the scheduled hitters here to face Angulo in the 5th. Mount San Antonio with a 1-0 lead, and that pitch catches the leadoff hitter in White right on the hip. First hit batter of the season for Angulo. Just the second hit batter of the season for Canyons. Runner in motion, but decides to go back, or bunt actually, excuse me. I'm looking down and hearing things, so. Bunt, but Betchel drags back. This one bunted in front of the plate. Picking it up and throwing it to first base is Bagot, as that's her only play. Beautifully executed sacrifice bunt for Betchel. So 1 down, and Grego comes up with a runner in scoring position. It's just the 3rd sacrifice hit for the Mounties this season. As Grego stands in, takes a called strike. Good pitch. 0-2. Be a big punch out here for Angulo should she pick it up. This one hit out to right. That'll get down for a base hit. Charging is Beba. They'll send the runner from second base as Beba couldn't pick it up cleanly. Scoring on the hit is White. Grego into second off the errant pickup from Beba, but she has an RBI hit nonetheless. And Mount San Antonio adds another here in the 5th. We go back to Mia Martin now. And actually Ruby Rojas running down, calling timeout. And they're actually going to hit for Mia Martin here. They're going to have Mercedes Alba step in and hit. Alba, 350 hitter, 7 for 20, with a double this year and 5 runs batted in. So Angulo in trouble, has yielded her first 2 runs of the season. 1 in the 4th, 1 here so far in the 5th, with just 1 away and 2 on, and a runner at second base. And Grego, who reached second off the errant pickup, but has the RBI hit. That one nearly hits Alba. Ridiculously important at bat here when you think about it. She's way ahead. 3 balls and no strikes. You know, it's a 2-run ball game with 1 away. So this one hit right back up the middle. That'll get through for a base hit. Garcia charging will make a good strong throw back to the infield, but it'll put runners on the corners here for Mount San Antonio College as Alba has a base hit. Now I go Janice Espinoza here, who singled and struck out. Runners at the corners and one away. So Garcia had an equipment issue. Looks like we're ready to go once again here. Runners at the corners. Espinoza trying to catch the defense sleeping, fouls it away on a bunt attempt. So 1-2 here. This one hit out into left center field. That's going to get back to the wall for a base hit. One run will score. They're going to keep Alba over at third, but it's a one-out double for Espinoza. And now you put two runners in scoring position with one away as Mount San Antonio adds another here in the fifth. So an RBI double from Espinoza. Grego comes in to score from third. Alba now at third base. Espinoza at second. And Ruvalcaba, who doubled her last time up, trying to help herself to a couple of more. This one hit out into center field for a base hit. Ruvalcaba adds one more. Runners back on the corners for Mount San Antonio as the offense coming alive here in the fifth inning. 3 runs across against Angulo. And Now you start to worry about things like the run rule if you're College of the Canyons, and that's what I think brings John Wismath out to the mound. So the run rule 8 after 5. It's an 8-run ball game after 5 innings. Then the ball game is over, so now you're kind of worried about that if you're College of the Canyons, as your offense squandered the bases loaded with 2 away in the 3rd, and since then Mount San Antonio's put up 4 runs. So now we go back to work for Newbuehler here. With still just 1 away. This one hit out in the air to left center field. That'll get back to the wall. 1 run coming home. San Antonio will leave runners at 2nd and 3rd once again as Newbuehler has an RBI double. 5 straight hits. Espinosa scoring that time. Ruvalcaba now at the 3rd. Newbuehler at 2nd. Flores to the plate. As the Mounties have busted this one open at 5-0. As Flores takes a called strike. Flores 0 for 2. This one softly hit on the ground. Petretti will scoop it up. Fires back to 3rd. Runner is safe as they try to get Ruvalcaba sleeping. And instead now the base is loaded on a fielder's choice. As it was going to be a tough play for Petretti regardless. Trying to move to her right and make the throw to first base. Instead just tried to get Ruvalcaba leaning a little bit. Instead, now the base is loaded for San Antonio as they send their 9th hitter to the plate in Esquivel with 1 away. Esquivel 0 for 2. Trying to really break this open. The Cougars were in it with the #1 team in the state right up until this inning, trailing 1-0. But the Mounties, the top-ranked team in the 3C2A, have busted it open here as the offense for the Mounties has come alive. And now Angulo in danger of walking Esquivel on 4 pitches. Canyon's only other pitcher, Nicole Murrow, is actually out in left field today as Esquivel lines this one foul off to the right. So she doesn't have a chance to maybe get loose here. The Mounties actually had Elena Urbina out there getting loose, but now with the 5-0 lead, you may not need her. May be able to let Ruvalcaba continue. As a walk from Esquivel, another run across as it's a bases loaded walk, an RBI walk. Still just one away here in the 5th inning. And now Andre White coming back to the plate, was hit by a pitch to start the inning. There's 5 across here in the inning. A 6-0 lead. So Mounties have the chance to try and put this one away. This one hit right off the foot of Angulo, gets by Mejia. 2 runs are going to come in to score. As White drives into on a base hit. And the Mounties now with an 8-0 lead. And the Mounties continue to hit around here, trying to break it open even more. Betchel will come to the plate. With still just 1 out and runners on the corners. This one grounded foul. Angulo was good the first 4 innings of the ball game, scattered just 2 hits, but started this inning off by hitting the leadoff hitter in Andre White. Then a sacrifice for Betchel, an RBI single from Grego, then a hit from Martin, a hit from Espinoza, a hit from Ruvalcaba, a hit from Knubuehler, a fielder's choice for Flores, a walk to Esquivel, and a base hit from White, who's reached all 3 times today. And that's where we sit right now, with Esquivel leading away from third, White at second or at first base, and Betchel at the dish. Betchel, a one-hopper. Petretti backhands to second for 1, on to first, not in time for the double play. Another run across. The Cougars do get 1 out on it, but Betchel, an RBI ground ball fielder's choice. Scoring from third is Esquivel. White cut down at second. And now Katie Grego coming back to the plate. So a 9-0 San Antonio here, as Mount Sac has busted it open. 8 runs here in the 5th inning. Most of them coming with 1 out. Actually, all of them really coming with 1 out. Is the #1 team in the state doing what they should do most often than not, and have found their offense here today. And again, take nothing away from the Cougars. The Lady Cougars right in this ball game up until this 5th inning. And Angulo kind of just falling apart. It's 3-2 here to Grego. This one popped up in the air, shallow left center field. Kate Garcia coming in to make the catch, and that'll end the inning. So an 8-run inning. And so the Cougars now needing at least 2 runs to extend the ball game. As we go to the bottom half of the 5th, 9-0 Mount San Antonio. So Canyon's last licks here if they don't put up 2 runs. Nicole Murrow, Kate Garcia, Alexia Mejia, the scheduled hitters. Facing Ruvalcaba here in the 5th. As we said, the Cougars need 2. Ruvalcaba a chance to pick up another win and another start. This time get a complete game out of it. She'll face Murrow, who's 0 for 1, lined out, had a base hit taken away from her by Espinoza back in the 3rd inning. That was the Cougars' best chance that 3rd inning. Had the bases loaded, couldn't put anything on the board with 2 outs. As this one fouled back to the screen. Good pitch from Ruvalcaba that time. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count here to Murrow. So this one lifted in the air. On the infield, the shortstop Espinoza calling for it. 1 away here. In the 5th, might be the last. 1 down, and Katie Garcia coming back to the plate. Kate 0 for 2 today. On a 3-game hit streak, trying to keep that alive, and Cougars could certainly use a base hit from her here. As they try and get anything they can going here in the 5th, needing 2 runs to keep the ball game alive. As Garcia laces the first one foul. Good pitch from Ruvalcaba, but misses up. Make it 2 balls and 1 strike. This one fouled off to the right. Two balls, 2 strikes here to Garcia. Ruvalcaba overthrows that time and throws it back to the screen. Take them any way you can get them right now if you're Canyons, just needing base runners here with one away in the 5th. Trailing by 9 right now, 9-0 in favor of Mount San Antonio. (3-2). Garcia down on strikes, 2 away. Cougars down to what could be their final out here. Fourth strikeout of the ball game for Ruvalcaba. Alexia Mejia, the one scheduled to come to the plate to try and keep the ball game going for now. As Ruvalcaba an out away from her 2nd win of the season. It would be a shutout if she can do it. As Mejia, a little soft line drive to right. That'll get down for a base hit. So we'll extend for the moment here as the heart of the Canyons order coming up, needing 2 runs. As Petretti set to come to the plate 2 for 2 after Mejia has her first hit of the ball game. And now, looks like Grego is limping a bit, so Ruby Rojas out to check on her. She charged that ball. Looked like she wanted to try and make a throw to first. And they're just going to bring her out of the ball game, just make sure she's all right. So they'll make a substitution. So Sophia Fimath coming in as a defensive replacement here in the 5th inning. So now Petretti, who's 2 for 2, will step in after we've gotten that sorted out. Mejia on with a 2-out single. Remember, the Cougars need 2 here. No other way about it. Got to get at least 2 to get the game into a 6th inning. It's an 8-run lead after 5. We'll put it away for Mount San Antonio here. 1-0 delivery here to Petretti. Lifted in the air, playable in shallow left center field. Catch is made by Betchel, and that finishes out the ball game. So Mount San Antonio able to take it away 9-0 on the backs of an 8-run 5th inning from the Mounties as they come out at their 6th win of the season. They do it in 5 in a run rule ball game as they shut the Cougars out. Final time of the game, 1 hour and 39 minutes as we finish at 1:39 p.m. on this Thursday afternoon. As for the Mounties, they get to 6-2 on the season. For the Cougars, they fall to 2-3 on the year. Ruvalcaba gets the win. Her 2nd of the year. So make her 2-0. Angulo picks up the loss. Her first loss of the season. Drops her to 2-1. And that'll finish it out for us here today. We'll have baseball for you tomorrow here on the Cougar Sports Network. College of the Canyons and Moore Park College here from Cougar Field, the soon-to-be-named Mike Gillespie Field, after Canyons picked up a couple of wins last weekend. Try and pick up another win here this week. As the Cougars fall to Mount San Antonio College. That'll do us for us here. We'll see you later, everybody.